So sales journey is a lead is created by a salesman. It is converted into an account, contact, and opportunity. Then the salesman is working on the opportunity, wherein he is adding products which he wants to sell, and then taking this opportunity to closed won, or if the sale does not happen, to close lost. Yeah, that's it. That's the sales journey. But when the say product is sold to a customer, the relationship with the customer only begins. Yeah. Then what is the next part? Next part is servicing. Service, providing service to the customer. What kind of service? The customer has bought product 1, product 2, product 3. And customer is facing many problems with these products, using these products. So what are the different channels of communication to you? Maybe the person can call you, the customer can call you, send email, maybe call, email, what else? You go to your website and fill up a web form for inquiries or cases. There can be many different channels right now. Apart from that, you can go to your Facebook page or LinkedIn page or some other page, website, social media. They can send a WhatsApp or text messages. Yeah, there can be many ways in which a customer can call nowadays, right? So by default, we will only talk about these three: call, email, and web forms today. These are advanced way of communication with customers, which we will not cover in today's class. Okay. So how does a customer, how will we track a customer? How will you know a customer called on which products and so on? So it is very important to provide good service after the sales is done, because your relationship with the customer is built up strongly how good you are providing service. If your service is quite better, then the customer becomes your loyal one. They are happy to tell about your products and your services to other people. Therein you can get more business. We are saying cross-selling. If the customer is happy, you can say, I have another product. Will you be interested? Right? So the more the customer is happy with you, there is more possibility of sales on the same customer, repeat sales, and so on. So it is a very, very essential that you cannot ignore the service part of the customer. For Salesforce, service is provided using a tool called Service Cloud. We talked about Sales Cloud. Till now, we are also talking about Service Cloud. The standard object, which is basically making it all possible, is called case. Okay. Whenever you are like having a trouble with your telephone, probably you call the customer service of your operator, right? Maybe Airtel, Vodafone, or something you're using. They give you a case number or ticket number, right? That you can refer later so that you can understand what is the status of your query and where it is it successfully, and you can see SMS also come to you, right, when this is happening. So this is the first channel which we are talking about, the calling. You can call a call center, and the call center agent is basically picking up your call, identifying you that you are a contact in the system. If you have not purchased their product, they will say, sorry, ma'am, you called the wrong number. Maybe you have a Samsung refrigerator and have called LG. So LG will not entertain you, right? Because it is not their product. So first and foremost, it is very important to identify the contact. Then provide service based on what is their entitlement, right? So maybe they do not have a warranty service. Then something else needs to be done. Something else. So the first result is identifying the contact, thereby identifying the account, and then basically you log a case and associate that with maybe some products. And the case is basically serviced. Now, case object is very interesting. Case is a self-lookup kind of object, which is quite similar to how account also has an account hierarchy. You can have account 1, account 2, and you have parent account, right? Account has its own hierarchy. That means there is a field called parent account, If you fill it up, then this hierarchy is created. That is a self lookup. Account has a lookup for account itself. Same case also comes with a hierarchy. Case 1, case 2, and case 3. Why this hierarchy is needed? Because there can be multiple customers or multiple contacts calling from the same account. Maybe they are facing the same issues, and you are logging all the ticket numbers for them. But finally, you create a single parent case because only this is affecting all users, and associate these cases to this parent case. And if you fix this, all of these cases are also fixed. Yeah, maybe the tower problem is there. So I will fix the tower, and I will create a parent case, and I will associate all the child cases to this. Those will automatically get closed when your parent case is closed. Okay. Now, this creation of cases when a person calls or emails can be manual. Salesforce also gives an out-of-box possibility of creating cases automatically if a customer is contacting you by email or web form, filling up a web form. This is called email to case. This is a feature of Salesforce which automatically converts the email to case. Same with is web to case. Web to case is also a form that Salesforce can give it to you. If you fill up that form, automatically a case is created in Salesforce. Now, cases created to Salesforce is very fantastic. But what happens? Who is this assigned to? Because when there is a service agent manually creating it, the service agent is also the owner of the case. But when it is automatically created by system, how will the system decide whom to assign this case? So we have to write assignment rules. These are step-by-step process to assign a case. This is applicable both for email and web to case. If the assignment rule is not able to assign to any person, then it will assign it to a default case owner. What is a default case owner? A single user or a group of users who can be assigned a case if there is no case assignment is not able to assign to it, right? Please remember, if you are a default case owner, your user cannot be deactivated. Certification question, okay? Okay, so we have seen what is the assignment rules. Now, when a user is assigned, the cases is created automatically through web to case or email to case, the end user must know that they have got a ticket assigned to them, right? That there is a ticket number to follow up. Otherwise, they will never understand what happened to their email. To send them a notification, you have auto assignment rules, auto response rules. Auto response rules sends out notification or emails to customers that this is the case number, your email has been converted to a case, or your web form has now generated a case number. Any questions so far? Okay. This is most of the time you will be there would be B2B customers, right? So your customer is basically a company, and you are selling to a company. You means the person, the organization which has purchased Salesforce. Now, when you are selling to a company, usually you will have a contract with the company, and in the contract, that company will also ask for your service SLAs. What is SLA? Service level agreements. Through these SLAs, the customer makes sure that their business is not shut down or impacted if you are slow in providing service. So they will give you, like, priority 1 ticket you have to solve in 1 hour. Priority 2 ticket you can solve in 8 hours. Priority 3 tickets you can solve in 1 week. Something of that sort. With every company, you will probably have a different agreement. So when these cases are getting created manually or automatically, there is a priority also associated to the ticket. And based on that priority, the impact of the customer, you have to solve this by that time which you have agreed to that customer. Now, what happens if your agent is super slow? How, and you have breached this SLAs? If you are breaching this SLA, then it will be having a cost impact, because this customer will drag you to court and ask for compensation because it's a contract breach. So that this does not happen and you are not spending time running into courts and saving yourself and providing compensations, you can write escalation rules. What is escalation rules? Escalation rules make sure that if the service agent after some time is not able to solve a case, is he automatically assigned to his boss, so that the more powerful person is now responsible for that case, so that they can quickly close that case with his permissions. Yeah, in order to give visibility to a case which is pending and which is almost ready to be breached, there is a danger there, it will automatically escalate. Escalate means it will give visibility to your boss, and boss will be assigned the case. Yeah, so these you can also write escalation rules. So let's see all this what we have talked about. Before we move it, we will say that we have seen public groups, right? A public group can have another public group inside it, many users or roles. Now we will have a concept of queue. Queue is also like a public group, a group of users, but queues can be owners. That means you can assign a record to a queue. Any of this person in a queue can now pick up the record and assign it to themselves. In that case, the queue is no longer the person who is working on that case is basically now the owner. So case object supports queues, and that's why queue is a new user group which will be associated to queues. So let's see how this works. One minute. Oops.
এই অনুপম গর্গ তোমরা 10টা নাগাদ জয়েন করতে পারো।
Okay, sir. Then we are leaving now.
হ্যাঁ, 10টায় জয়েন করো।
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you are basically do a service to customer, then you move out from the sales app and there is another app called service. So this is the app which we will use to provide service. How does it work? Normally you have lesser windows, you see. Most of them you know already. Account contact is there, but it also has a new object called case. So how is a case created? You select which customer called, what is his account name, what kind of case is this. You can add new values here if you want. What is a problem? Maybe a breakdown. What is the case origin? Usually we have these three case origins. Status is working escalator, yeah, it's a normal. It's a machine failure. And you can also make is a violation has happened or not. You can assign which product basically is having this trouble. All this typed information you can put it, and then you assign a case. Okay, and is this equine? Okay, so now you can work on this case just like you work in any other thing, and then basically, or you can assign this to a different case owner, because you can assign it to a user or a queue, as I already told you. So let's see how what is there is another application which is also there, which is called Service Console. This is also an app which you can use, because this is a little different to how a normal Salesforce app works. The benefit of this, a person who is working on a case can now work simultaneously on multiple cases, because a tab-based system is not very effective when you are working on a high rush zone, when there is a lot of phone calls coming and you're putting some people on hold, working another case at the same time. So it is not suitable. At that point, a service console has been designed so that you can handle high volume of cases. What happens is that you select case here. Now, if you just click on these cases one after another, you will see now the tab can be individual cases. So it is a little different how it has been created. So you can now work on multiple cases at the same time. So that's why Service Console is a little easier to work for service agents. So you also have a Sales Console. You want to have a check there. A salesperson can also work on a console, but usually service people will work with console. They will not be directly using the service app, because a lot of information is all put together in the same screen. You get everything, which is the contact, what is the details of the contact, is there a other cases for that same contact already. So there can be a history that is needed in order to fix this defect. That's why we have case records. Okay, any questions so far? Now we will see how a email to case works. So email to case are of two types. You can do manual case creation, as we already said. We will not get into setup of email to case. It is just a concept you should know. There are two types of email to case. One is on-demand email to case. Another is email to case, normal. So on-demand email to case is when you are sending a mail or the email ID is in Salesforce. So it is directly coming to Salesforce. Salesforce is converting a email to case. But if you are going via some other email agent like Microsoft or Gmail or something of that sort, and then that email is converted into Salesforce, that means you need a forwarding. So that whole setup needs to be done using email to case. So If you are using only Salesforce, then on-demand email to case. If you're using Microsoft server or a Google server, apart from Salesforce, in that case, you have to set up email to case. Any questions so far? Okay. Apart from that, we will also see service deliverability. We also will see first web to case. Just like email to case, you can also set up a web to case, which is basically you will create a, think about this one, web to case HTML generator. So whatever fields you want to put on screen, if you give it this needs a URL of your like your portal. So maybe it is bongbong.in. I will remove reCAPTCHA for now. So I will have basically a HTML page. This HTML, if you are giving to your website developer, he will put it on his screen and he will create a form automatically. If somebody fills up the form, or Salesforce will save it as case. It's very easy. So till now, email to case and web to case, not a single line of code you have to write, right? No programming. It is automatic feature given by Salesforce. Now we'll see assignment rules. So when email to case and web to case is configured, at that point, it is very important for you to write case assignments. Case assignment is a step-by-step process of assigning to different people. So you can put any like field values, write a rule like that America, if the billing country is America and account is gold or platinum, then I will assign it to a queue or a user. Yeah. Same. This is the second step, third step, fourth step. The benefit of this is if you are able to assign on this step, then the next steps are not executed. But if none of the steps are executed, all the steps are executed, but still you are not able to assign it to a person, in that case, you have to, in support setting, the default case owner is assigned the case. Usually that is the system administrator, or you can change this to a queue, whatever. Please note, whoever is the default case owner, this user cannot be deactivated. So you have to remove this person from default case owner, then only you can activate this. Okay. Support process, just like sales process, you need to configure. And you can have multiple support processes. Based on that, the statuses can be made different. Okay. So not only the record types, you can also have to write a different support process. Then support process can be assigned with record types, and that's how you can have multiple support processes in that organization. Last and final part is there are two more rules. One is the auto response rule, which is quite similar to case auto response rule, exactly similar to how we wrote the assignment rules. So you can create new rules and you can create new entries, just like you will create a new field, sort order, and you will put the field values, and then you will put this to which person you want to send, what would be the email template, and that's it. Okay.
Sir, is it same with escalation rules?
No, escalation rule is a different thing. We'll come to escalation rule. Escalation rule is this one. Escalation rules is based on the case priority. Based on the cases priority, you see high, medium, low, and based on the different values, you can assign this. If you go and see this assignment, in this escalation rule, you are doing that after 2 hours, I will assign it to somebody else, maybe my boss. Okay. How will I calculate?
Okay,
how is that case assigned? So try it out. Usually you will not be able to, you can test basically. Assignment rules you will not be able to test, but escalation rules you can test it. Okay. Email to case also you can test it if you set it up on demand email to case. Okay. So based on the different values, you see
one after another. I'm creating case assignment rules. And I have said that after 6 hours, I will assign it to the boss's boss. Yeah. So that's how case assignment escalation rules work. So that it gives automatically assigns a case to a person with higher powers, so that there is no breach of any contract, so that I will not be dragged into court and
Sir,
everything.
in that case, we have to assign that person, or it will automatically assign that person.
Rules you're writing to automatically do thing. When you are in this in case, a service agent can also change owner and assign it to his boss.
Okay.
But case escalation rule is an automatic process of assigning to the boss. It is keeping track of the time and it is automatically assigning. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That is not stopping the sales agent to assign it. Sales agent can also manually assign it if he wants to assign it to another person. Yeah. Rules are all for automatic processes. Rules are automation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any questions so far? Let's see the case object once. As I said, case is a self lookup. So if you see, there is a thing called parent case, which is also a lookup to case. So case object also has a lookup to case object. So it is a self lookup. Okay. And
Sir, self lookup এ দরকার কেন আছে?
to do hierarchy.
Okay.
The parent case would be a different case, right? So
Yes, sir.
So this is normally a default of case. Okay. It has the lookup to account ID. It also has a lookup to contact. These are the most critical fields with which you can identify which customer. And it is also having a lookup to asset. Asset is basically a purchased product. Okay. And there are some advanced things called entitlement, which comes in Service Cloud. We are not discussing it in admin courses. Too advanced for us. Okay. And the status is the main field, which will be changed. In order to add new values, change new values, you have to create support process. Okay. Any other pick list, record type is fine enough, but for status, you have to create support process. Just like you have to create sales process for adding new values into stage in opportunity. Clear? Any questions? I will give you an assignment on case now. Hey, Angshita. Angshita আছে?
দাঁড়া আমি কল করছি।
How many of you guys are going for certification?
Sir, I
Sir,
will
actually
try.
I was
হুম?
স্যার আমি ভাবছিলাম স্যার।
ওকে,
হ্যালো স্যার।
এই কেসের যে অ্যাসাইনমেন্টটা আছে
হ্যাঁ
ওটা একটু আমার করো তো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার করছি।
But sir, certification course গুলোর দাম প্রচুর। $200 something না স্যার?
হ্যাঁ, we have
14,999
30% discount right now. I think we have a coupon right now which is it will have 30% off at this point.
তো তার জন্য কি সার্টিফিকেশন কোর্স করে নিয়ে ট্রেলের যে মধ্যে আমার ইয়েগুলো কমপ্লিট করতে হয় না, ব্যাচেস গুলো,
না
ওই
ওটা
প্ল্যাটফর্ম ডেভেলপারের জন্য?
স্যার পার্টিসিপেট
platform developer has a different
স্যার বাট
platform
Okay,
developer
sir.
is different. Platform developer is developer.
ও,
platform developer এর জন্য
আমার
একটা
সাথে যোগাযোগ
training
করো,
আছে,
হ্যাঁ,
ওটা
রব।
কমপ্লিট করলে Salesforce নিজেই ফ্রি ভাউচার দেয়।
আর বলতে আমার সাথে তুমি যোগাযোগ করো, হ্যাঁ, আমার
না, না।
দেখো আছে, হ্যাঁ।
বিপ্লব দা হেল্প করবে আমাকে। ওকে স্যার।
ওটা
I have given you an assignment.
স্যার বাট
Give it a
আমি
link.
যদি স্যার আমি যদি এখন রেজিস্টার করি তাহলে কত?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, কি হয়েছে? Hello, go ahead. What is the question?
স্যার স্যার বলছি আমি
বলো।
আমি যদি
বলো বলো বলো, আমার ছেলে চিল্লাচ্ছে।
শুভম, তোর কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে না, আস্তে আস্তে ফেড আউট হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
ওই
কিছু
এক্সামের
নেই,
জন্য
you
তো
can
কত
change
দিনের
the
মধ্যে
date
দিতে হবে
as
এরকম
many
কিছু
times
ব্যাপার
as you
থাকে?
want.
ওকে ওকে
না না, যে কোনো ডেট নিতে পারো। And you can change the date 74 hours before. And you can cancel also. If you cancel, you will get back your money. Okay, so I have sent you the assignment on WhatsApp. Please go through that. If you have any questions, please ask. Read it carefully. There is a prize money if you do it yourself and you do it for the first time as the first person. Don't take help, do it yourself. I will catch you if you are taking help. You will be disqualified from getting the prize money.
স্যার প্রিভিয়াস প্রাইস মানি কাউকে দেননি তো?
দিয়েছি তো।
চারু পেজ।
তো ওই ইয়েটা রিস্ক ম্যানেজমেন্টটা
করতেই পারোনি তোমরা কেউ?
হেল্প নিয়ে করেছিলাম,
সেই
এই জন্য তো কিছু বলিনি, হেল্প নিয়ে করেছিলাম বলে।
এই তো বাদ, তাই জন্য ডিসকোয়ালিফাইড।
এখন কি কেসটা এখনই করতে হবে নাকি বাবা হেল্প নিয়ে করবো?
না, হেল্প নিলে কোনো প্রাইজ মানি নেই।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা,
হেল্প
ঠিক আছে।
থাকলে বলবো যে গুড ওয়ার্ক।
ওকে,
স্যার ওটাই এনাফ স্যার।
এ নিজের থেকে করতে পারলে উইল ট্রান্সফার দ্য মানি। Any questions? Read carefully. We are talking about two cases here, and there is a parent case, right, and child case concept. create all these things which is missing. Case record type you have to create, site assignment. There is no status called completed, create it. There is a record type called policies and procedures, needs to be created. Create an account called site assessment. Create a opportunity record called site assessment case opportunity. Create a contact called site assessment. Oh no, sorry. My mistake. The idea is whatever B is the account you assign for the site assessment case, the opportunity which you assign to the site assessment case, the contact which you assign to the site assessment case needs to be copied to the child case. Child case is a policies and procedures. Okay. And the status should not be assigned. Status should be defaulted to not started. Defaulted means I don't want to see any assignment here. But when the new case is created, it should show not started as the status. The case origin should be hard coded as site assessment. Case subject needs to be hard coded as site assessment. After that, the case number.
আচ্ছা স্ট্যাটাস কমপ্লিটেড কখন দেখাবে?
স্ট্যাটাস কমপ্লিট করার তো কথা বলেনি।
স্ট্যাটাস ইকুয়াল টু কমপ্লিটেড।
পড়ো ভালোভাবে পড়ো।
ওটা 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 ক্রিয়েট করতে হবে।
Create a flow on case object which should do the following. When case record type is site assessment and status is equal to complete, then create a new case. The floater কাজ হচ্ছে এটা হচ্ছে the filter criteria of the flow.
ওকে স্যার, বুঝতে পারছি। ওকে স্যার। ওকে স্যার।
ঠিক আছে, প্যারেন্ট কেসে আমি যেই স্ট্যাটাসটা কমপ্লিটেড মার্ক করব, ফ্লোটা ফায়ার করবে। দেন ইট শুড ক্রিয়েট এ নিউ কেস। যে কেসে রেকর্ড টাইপ হবে পলিসি প্রসিডিওর, অ্যাকাউন্ট নেম হবে কপি প্যারেন্টের অ্যাকাউন্ট নেম, কন্ট্যাক্টে প্যারেন্টের কন্ট্যাক্ট, অপরচুনিটিতে প্যারেন্টের অপরচুনিটি।
ওকে স্যার।
প্যারেন্ট কেস ফিল্ডটাতে প্যারেন্ট কেসের আইডিটা বসে যাবে। স্ট্যাটাস অটোমেটিক্যালি নট স্টার্টেড দেখাবে। Case origin would be site assessment hard coded. Case subject will be site assessment. After that, case number. Case number means parent's case number. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And we will create a new field called PNP case field in parent case, which should also get populated by the new case which got created by the flow. Clear? Any questions?
Okay, sir.
Complete it. Your time starts now. Whoever completes this first wins. We will soon start. We will after this number, please categorize yourself that you want to take the advanced course in velocity or dev. Whatever is your choice, based on that we'll share you videos, so that videos you have to go through, and we will have periodic evaluations for you. Okay. Also, we are trying to get a live session for LWC, which is the most important dev framework right now getting used, and a little complicated. That's why we are having that. We'll introduce you there. Okay. If there is no question, we'll close the call.
Sir, regarding